riders, Motogeno Chris here today. I'm currently fitting a DNA air filter, so performance air filter, to the Ninja 400 that I've just bought for my wife. It's our Project Ninja 400 at bikereview.com.au where I work, and we're going to continue to do plenty of coverage on this particular model. In the near future I'll also be doing my personal thoughts on this particular machine, but for now I thought I'd just have a chat about this. There will be a step-by-step guide on how to do this yourself on bikereview.com.au, but I just thought I'd talk about the generalities of putting in a performance air filter or just changing the air filter yourself, because to me it's a really good job to do as a beginner motorcycle. It's normally a really simple job. It only requires basic tools. You do need the right tools, and I recommend going out and spending the money on not the most expensive tools, but the right tools for the job, and also a reasonable quality tool. Cheap tools like what you buy at the supermarket are garbage unless they just so happen to have a better quality tool, and it'll come back and bite you in the ass, I guarantee you. Poor tools, they'll damage your nuts and your bolts and your screws and everything like that, and they'll cost you money in the long run. They'll make the jobs harder. It's a waste of time and money trying to go really cheap on tools. Go to your hardware shop and pick up a good tool, not the cheapest, not the most expensive. The most expensive tools obviously are normally quite good, but I don't think you get that much of a gain really. I mean, as a you know, just a motorcyclist in your garage. If you're a professional and you're using it every day, something else entirely. Anyway, the reason I'm suggesting this as a good starter job, it's simple. You only need a couple of tools. As you can see here, all I've done is I've taken the top panels off, the fairing panels, and I haven't actually had to take the full fairings off. I've popped the tank off. On this particular model, comes off entirely. Some models you can just basically open it up, it's on a hinge. And nice simple job, you just open up the airbox, pull out the old air filter, put the new one in, really simple, and you've actually learned a little bit more about your motorcycle. It's just, you know, a great part of motorcycling is knowing enough about your bike to do these basic jobs, and that doesn't mean that you can't get everything serviced by a professional. It just means that, you know, if you are going to different bike shops, you'll know what you're talking about, and that's something that they'll pick up on. A lot of people are very anti-motorcycle shops. It's about finding the right shop, and being a quite well-informed motorcyclist definitely helps, so that when they're talking to you, you can talk back to them and you actually know what you're talking about, and they're not going to take you for a fool. And unfortunately, as much as there are, you know, not the best dealers out there who sometimes get quite a bad rap for the right reasons, there's plenty of dealers out there who do a very good job and get motorcyclists coming in who've got no idea what they're talking about and have ridiculous expectations, and then they have to deal with those people. So, you know, it goes both ways. And obviously if you've done the work on your bike, if you've taken all the fairings off and you have a bit of an idea about how long these jobs take, when you go into the dealer, you're in a good position to say, well, wait a minute, why are you charging me this much? And at the same time, you're also not going to go in there and go, oh, but, you know, you should do that in 10 minutes, because you might have done the job yourself in the past and might know that it takes 2 hours to get the fairings off and to get all the access. And that's where a lot of the expense comes from. It's the time it takes to do those jobs, even if they're quite a simple job. Anyway, I've gone way off track there. So like I said, I've got this DNA air filter here. Here is the air filter itself. Very simple job. I'm just going to chuck that in now. Like I said, you'll be able to find the full step-by-step guide at bikereview.com.au. But if you're a new motorcyclist and you want a simple, easy job to do yourself, there are a couple of easier ones, but this is one of the ones I'd definitely recommend looking at doing. Chucking a new air filter in, performance air filter, and these particular air filters, like most of the performance air filters, you wash them, you re-oil them, and you put them back in. They've got lifetime guarantees if you're buying from a reputable brand, and they should last you the life of the motorcycle. And if you do take it to a bike shop, they should just wash and clean and re-oil that and put it back in. So you shouldn't be paying for a new OEM air filter. There's not really huge performance gains. You might get a little bit if you actually put it on the dyno and properly tune it, but that's not the expectation. To me, you're getting a good high quality filter that you'll be able to clean and reuse, and it's getting to know your bike. So anyway, let me know what you think about this particular job. You a fan of buying the performance air filters, or do you just buy an OEM air filter and you putting those back in where you just put a new one in each time, you get to throw out the old one? I mean, either is good at the end of the day. I just think there are some advantages of going with a good reputable performance air filter. So let me know what you think. Is there any brand that you normally go? I do recommend those DNA air filters because I've used them in the last couple of machines that we've done. And yeah, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want to hear more, and I'll be back soon. Stay safe out there.